It's So beginning to arrive home to yourself this evening, we're going to take one hand to the heart and one hand to the lower belly to begin. Begin to close down the eyes, allow your tailbone to soften, and slowly go inwards. Begin to feel your breath move through the body. We'll take 3 deep inhalations into the nose, exhaling from the mouth. So all together, let's begin. Inhale as fully as you can. Allow your belly to fill up, expand. Exhale, release, soften the jaw. Once again, deep inhalation. Stretching down to the lower region of the lungs, expanding the diaphragm muscle. Exhale, release. Once again, see if you can go a little deeper this time, expanding your lung capacity. And take that big exhalation from the mouth. Just letting your day go, any events that have happened before this class, and really anchoring your breath and your mind, your body, your spirit to this present moment. So begin to deepen your breath. We'll take a few counts, inhaling for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 5 to lengthen the exhalation. So all together, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just continue on your own count. So each time lengthening that exhalation, utilizing your breath to bring an ease and a calmness throughout your body, relaxing the nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, decompress. And as you continue to breathe here, begin to bring your awareness to your physical body. We're going to mentally scan from our head, the top of your head, mentally scan down through the tips of your toes and just notice how your physical body is feeling in this moment. Any discomfort or pain, any sensations, tingling. And finally, we're just going to check in with ourselves mentally and emotionally, choosing one word to describe how you've landed on your mat this evening. And once again, just begin to exhale fully, let all of those thoughts go. Setting an intention for your class, an intention to stay present in spite of any discomfort or distractions in the mind, and to continue bringing your focus back to your breath. Closing down the mouth now, activate your Ujjayi breath. As calmly as you can, balancing that inhalation and the exhalation. Welcome, Emily. And just begin to relax your hands now, palms facing up onto your knees in a nice receiving position. And soften your body, round your shoulders forward, bow your head to your heart. And we're just going to begin to sit up nice and tall. Relax the hands down. Now you can keep your eyes closed and just tune into the sound of my voice. Dropping right ear towards right shoulder, take that stretch through the left side of the head, walking the left fingertips away and float the left hand in line with your left shoulder. And just begin to rotate that left wrist, stretching into all fingertips. rotate, go the opposite direction. Keep the head dropped. Keep that ujjayi breath nicely balanced. Keep reaching the palm away from you. And we're going to take that left arm and just bring your left hand up and over, folding into the right elbow, taking a little side fold here, drop the head. Keep your alignment, so no dropping the head forward or back. Try to stay nice and aligned. Don't worry about how low you go. Breathe fully into the left side, left lung expands. And exhale, release, coming back to center. Drop your left ear towards the left shoulder, walking the right fingertips out, float that right palm up. Really reach the right hand as far away from you as you can and begin to rotate that right wrist. So lengthen, stretching down from the top of the neck all the way down through the arm. Lovely, and we're just going to take that right hand up now, folding into the left elbow, dropping the head. Take a deep inhalation into the right side body. Exhale, release, coming back to center. We'll take our hands together, elbows to touch, interlace the fingers, and just rotating here, keeping the wrists nicely together. Stretching the fingertips away from you, lifting the arms up towards the sky. Now look up towards your fingertips, and as you exhale, opening the arms, fingertips to touch. So like little birds, inhale, look up, reach up, lifting up from your pelvis, lengthening through your whole side body. Exhale, opening those arms out. Keep the back nice and straight. Inhale, look up, reach up. Imagine someone's pulling both arms up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, look up, reach up, lift up. Exhale, coming halfway. Once again, just taking the palms here and just begin to rotate those both wrists this time, lengthening through the arms. And we're going to bend our palms facing towards each other, bending from the elbows. Keep your elbows in line with your shoulders and just slowly begin to rotate here, moving your thoracic spine, moving into your thoracic spine, I should say. Try and keep it smooth, not going too far to begin. Be quite stiff. Excuse me. Keep that ujjayi breath going, and then maybe just building a little bit more pace here. See if you can go a little further in your spine. Lovely, and we're going to take a little twist now. So dropping the hands, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind you, looking over the left shoulder as fully as you can. Look right around, take a deep inhalation and exhale, release back to center. Right hand comes behind, left hand to the outside of the right knee, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Taking the feet together in your little butterfly, just begin to open up the hips, drawing the soles of the feet up as if you were reading a book on the soles of your feet, and just gently sway the knees from side to side. We're going to take a forward fold here. So you can bring your feet a little further forward. Just relaxing, palms facing up, and just folding, bowing the head towards your feet. Drop. Rounding in the spine. Just take a few breaths here. Exhale, release, slowly coming up to center. Extending the legs out nice and long now on your mat, flexing the feet. And we're going to take our Purvottanasana, bringing the hands behind you, feet hip distance apart, and just pressing into the hands, rolling your feet forward, lifting the hips up. Just take your time. You don't have to go too far. Drop the head. Lovely. We're going to do this 2 more times. So just bringing some strength into those arms. Once again, inhale, lift. Really pressing into the hips, squeezing the glutes, drop your head. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, lift. Lovely control, ladies. Exhale, release. Lovely. Just begin to roll the spine down onto your mat. And we're going to take our bridge pose, palms facing down, walk the feet in towards you, tucking your pelvis, pressing the lower spine onto the ground and begin to lift the hips up towards the sky. Again, squeezing into the glutes, pressing the weight equally between both feet. Draw the knees towards each other, breathing nicely balanced. Expanding across the collarbone, across your heart center. Open heart here. And exhale, release. We're going to take 2 more here. So just relax for a moment. And then once again, tilting the pelvis, rolling your lower back into the ground, pressing into the feet, lifting those hips up. Exhale, rolling down through the spine, relax the pelvis, lower back lifts off the ground. Once again, rolling the lower back into the floor, lifting up from the hips, press into both feet equally. See if you can go a little higher this time for the last one, and exhale, release. Lovely. Bring the knees in towards the chest and begin to rotate the knees, massaging out your lower back. Just releasing any tension or tightness in the lower back, anything that might be holding here. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Excellent. Extending that left leg out, draw your right knee in towards you, give your right knee a big hug, big squeeze. Flexing both ankles and begin to extend that right leg up towards the sky, interlace the hands behind that right foot. So begin to point and flex the right toes like a ballet dancer here. Begin to rotate the ankle, just releasing any inflammation. Keep lengthening through that right leg. Lovely, beautiful stretching. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Just going a little bit deeper for the last couple of breaths. And bending that right knee, taking the left hand to your left hip, just opening up that right knee. And just allow your right knee to fall down. And exhale, we're going to draw that right knee across the body to the opposite side. Relax your right arm, look towards your right hand, coming into a little twist once again. Allow that right knee to come fully over. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Expanding the lungs, the rib cage stretches. And exhale, release back to center. Switching legs, right knee in towards you. Give your right knee a big squeeze. Flex that side that. Give your left knee a big squeeze. Flex your right ankle. So both legs are actually working and your right thigh is toning here on the mat. And begin to extend that left leg up toward the sky now. Begin to point and flex. Really working into that left hamstring muscle. And when you're ready, rotating that left ankle. Notice how your shin feels here, your knee. If there's anything peculiar or it's all working nicely. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Stretching out all 5 toes here as well, of course. Going a little deeper for the last 2 breaths. If you can take that leg a little further up. Gorgeous. And bending that left knee. Take the right hand to the right hip and just open up the left knee. Opening into that left hip. Even just dropping that left knee for a moment. And exhale, release, drawing that left knee across the body to the opposite side. Extend the left arm long. Look towards your left hand. And breathe. Just exhale, release. Lovely. Coming back to center, bring both knees in towards you. And we're going to take the left foot onto the ground. Take your right ankle and place it on your left knee. Opening up that right knee. Inhale. Draw the left foot off the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh or up and over onto your left shin. So really just awakening that right hip. So really channeling your breath here to bring you through any discomfort, any stiffness or tightness. Your breath is your driving force. It's what's going to bring you through. One last deep inhalation. Go a little deeper and exhale, release, dropping that left foot, switching legs. Take the left foot to the right knee. Open up the left knee and just drawing that right foot off the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the right thigh or up and over onto the right shin. So really breathing here and anchoring into the present, being in this experience of your body today. And just letting go of any monkey mind activities, any traffic in the head today. Try to witness your thoughts if they are very active and let them go. One last deep breath. Exhale, release, dropping that right foot. Now, we're going to just take our legs nice and long and take a full body stretch here. So point the toes, extend the arms up over the head, interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you, and just get as long as you physically can on the ground this evening. Really point the toes. And when you think you're as lengthened and as stretched out as you fully possibly can be, see if you can go another millimeter further, reach those fingertips or those tippy toes a little bit further away. Exhale, release. So walking the feet in towards you once again, just rolling over to one side. And we're just going to come right up into our child's pose. So take your time coming around, excuse me. Bring the knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, sink the hips. And our lovely grounding child's pose. Relax your forehead down onto the mat. Bending the elbows, relax the arms. Allow your tailbone to sink down towards the earth. Soften the hips. And this time really focus on breathing into your lower belly. Expanding it like a big balloon here. And you're going to take your hands together, your palms in prayer, and bring your prayer hands to the back of your neck. And slowly begin to walk your elbows in front of you as far as you can. And melt your armpits towards the ground. Continue to melt your heart, melt your chest. And imagine you're being drawn down towards the core of the earth in this hibernating season that we are in, going inward, embracing the darkness, embracing the winter. Gently begin to walk your fingertips as far forward on the mat as you can and come right up onto the fingertips. Continue to melt the shoulders and just gently begin to sway from side to side, moving into the hip compression. Find that oceanic sound in your breath. Exhale, release. Coming into your tabletop position now. Hands below shoulders, knees below the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, traction your chest forward. Gaze draws up. Tailbone moves up. Exhale, release, bring the chin in towards the chest, doming into the spine like a scared cat. Inhale, drop the belly a little further this time, really traction that chest forward, look up. Exhale, release, scared cat. Inhale. 2 more here at your own pace. And then begin to close down the eyes and just move organically, taking the hips from side to side. Bring your belly for a few circular rolls. Draw your navel towards your spine. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Yes, that's it. And then sinking the hips back onto the heels. You might feel some cracking in the knees or the hip joints. Rotating those hips. Inhale as you come forward, bending the elbows. Really exploring your body. Moving organically. There's no right or wrong here. Dance as though no one is watching. Moving intuitively into the spaces where you need stretching or you need to feel into. Walking the palms on your mat, taking the hands for a little walk towards you perhaps, and then in the opposite direction, stretching into the fingertips. And if there's any cracking in the hips or the knees, you might move into it a little further till it goes, that cracking sensation. And then hands facing up, stretching the wrists in the opposite direction. Take your time here, gently does it. Lovely. Walking the hands forward on your mat as wide as the mat, begin to melt to your heart and come into your puppy pose. Keep the hips above your knees and melt to your heart. Surrendering to your practice. Surrendering to this present moment, whatever may be arising for you. Just allowing it to be, to move through you. And exhale, release, coming back into our tabletop. We're going to inhale our right fingertips up towards the sky, open that right shoulder. Exhale, threading the needle, right arm underneath, left, right shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat, soften here. Option to take the left arm up, open that left shoulder in your twist. Exhale, left hand to the right. And crease in your right thigh. Beautiful, Emer, that looks great. Emily. Exhale, release, taking that left hand back. Good foundation of the left hand. Come back to tabletop and opposite side. So inhale, left arm reaches up, look up, open that left shoulder. Exhale, threading the needle. Left shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat, softening here. Option to take that right hand up, open the right shoulder, or take the right hand to the crease of the left thigh. Soften here, breathe. And exhale, release, taking that right hand back to the mat, coming back to your tabletop position. Just give your hips a little wiggle. We're going to walk our hands forward, tucking the toes in, sink the hips. And begin to press into all 10 finger pads. All 10 knuckles are firmly pressed on the mat. Coming up onto your tippy toes, keep the knees in towards your chest. Drop the head, and as you wish, just pedaling out the feet. Stretching out the legs. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Keep lifting the tailbone high. Really working into the back of the legs, those hamstring muscles again. Shake your head yes, and then shake your head no. Just releasing any tension in the back of the neck. And just breathing deeply here, your Ujjayi breath, you can find stillness, conserving your energy in our inversion, our upside down position. We have so many benefits here. The blood is rushing down into the brain. So just hang out here for a few more breaths, getting as comfortable as you can, challenging yourself. And if it's super uncomfortable, you can walk your feet a little closer. If at any point you need to stop, go into child's pose or shavasana, please do. And we're going to slowly begin to walk the feet towards the hands. Walking the feet up towards the top of your mat. Take hold of opposite elbows. Make sure your feet are looking wide, hip distance, and just gently sway the elbows from side to side to side to side to side. So taking a few deep exhalations here. Exhale, release the arms down onto the mat. Give your shoulders a little roll. And we're going to bring the chin towards the chest and slowly begin to roll up through the spine. Stacking vertebrae upon vertebrae. Take your time coming to the top of your mat. Bend those knees and begin to take the arms out wide. So it's really shaking out the arms nice and wide. And then give your legs a little shake. Shaking the arms. And we're just going to do a little bit of shaking. Just shaking off any bad energy. Clearing it out. Releasing any tension that is being held in the body. Get really loose and soft. Roll the lips. Soften the jaw. Ah, maybe making a big ah sound. Release from your mouth, vocal cords. Just get really loose and floppy. Shake like jelly. Ah, gorgeous. And we're just going to tap gently on our vagus nerve here on our collarbone. So just give your collarbone a little bit of a tap. Ah, maybe make an ah sound. Ah. You can really feel it. This is a really good exercise to do during the day if ever you're feeling stressed or anything like that. Just tapping this beautiful vocal cord area and collarbone. Okay, spreading the toes nice and wide. Come to the top of your mat, hands together. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, look up towards the tongue. As you exhale, begin to hinge from the hips, folding forward, drop the head. Inhale, coming to flat back. Gorgeous. Exhale, release. And we're going to just step the right foot back, dropping the right knee and come into a lovely low lunge here. Release the right toes, sweeping the arms up, open the heart, open the chest. Draw the elbows in line with the shoulders, hands facing towards each other. Just taking a little back bend here. Exhale, release, hands to prayer, and right elbow to your left knee. Bring your prayed hands to the center of your chest, tucking your right toes in now. Draw your right heel back and take your right knee off the mat. Lovely. Just holding here for a moment. Keep drawing that right heel back. Exhale, release, coming back. Whoop. Sorry, nearly falling over. Coming back to center. And we're going to drop the hands down, relax the right knee, take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Sorry, I did that a little backwards. Begin to rotate the left knee above the left wrist, the left ankle. And rotate, go the opposite direction. Sorry about that there. Okay, gorgeous. Begin to heel toe that left foot to the center of your mat. And we're going to extend, stretching out that left leg, coming onto the heel of the left foot. Bring the chin in toward the chest, doming into the spine here, feeling that stretch through the back. Taking 5 deep breaths here. So again, breathing into the discomfort, breathing into any aggravation or Just noticing where your mind goes when you have to go deep into your body like so. Exhale, release, coming back, walking those fingertips back. Taking the left foot and place the left foot back. Coming back to tabletop, tucking the toes in, and we'll come back to our downward facing dog. I'm just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Ujjayi breath. I'm going to inhale, begin to look between the palms, bend the knees, and step towards the hands once again to the top of your mat. Inhale, coming to your flat back. Exhale, fold. And stepping the opposite leg, so left leg this time steps back. You can drop that left knee, sweeping the arms up into your low lunge. Open the heart, open the chest, relax the elbows in line with the shoulders. Taking a little back bend here. Exhale, palms together, center of the chest, and draw the left elbow to the right knee this time. Bring the paired hands to the center of the chest, tucking the left toes in, take the left knee off the mat. Keep drawing that left knee back. Find your balance here. Really coming deeply into the twist, paired hands center of the chest. 2 more breaths. And exhale, release. We're going to drop that left toe, bring your right hand to the inside of the right foot and begin to rotate that right knee above right ankle. We rotate, go the opposite direction. And slowly begin to heel toe that right foot to the center of the mat, fingertips to touch, flat back. Good. Have a lovely quad stretch here in the left side, and then exhale, straightening out that right leg, coming onto the heel of the right foot. Bring the chin in towards the chest, so you're feeling the stretch through the spine. Taking 5 deep breaths here. Continue to go deeper as you breathe. That looks good, Emily. Maureen. Keep breathing, keep rounding the spine, chin towards chest. One last deep breath. And exhale, coming back to the top of the mat, taking the hands to the ground and just step that right foot back into your tabletop position once again. Tucking the toes, sinking the hips, press the hips up towards the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. So walk your feet a little closer to you. It's very difficult, Emer. Drop the heels, breathe in deeply here. And we're going to begin to look between the hands and step that right foot towards the top of your mat. Drop your left heel. We're going to find our warrior 1 pose, sweeping the arms up. Open the heart, open the chest, keep drawing that left hip forward. Lovely. Taking the arms out nice and wide now, bringing that left foot to a 90-degree angle, find your warrior 2. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, right palm flips to face toward the sky and draw the right hand up and over. Left hand comes down the back of your left leg. Drop the head. That's it. Exhale, release, drawing that right elbow to your right knee. Draw the left arm up and over, sinking into that right hip. Find a line going from your left fingertips down to your left little toe. Option to take that right hand a little onto the ground if you wish. Go a little deeper. Exhale, release, coming back. Taking the legs, the feet parallel, toes in, heels out. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Take the arms, hands up over your head. Just gently begin to sway from side to side, moving into those inner thighs. Gently. You can bend the knees here or micro bend the knees if you need to. Just keep the knees soft so you don't overdo the leg, the interior. Bending the elbows, take the hands to the hips. And we're going to take our right hand to the center of your mat. Place your right hand on the ground, reach your left fingertips up towards the sky, look towards your left hand and take a breath. Exhale, release left hand in front of right hand, center of the mat. Reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Ooh, I felt a crack there. Exhale. Once again, we're going to take the right hand to the center of the mat. Reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, release left hand. Takes the place of the right hand. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Excellent. And dropping that right hand now. Bringing the toes out, heels in, bend the knees. Slowly begin to walk towards your right foot. We're going to straighten the left leg, come down in your little side squat. Reach your left fingertips up towards the sky here. Lovely, exhale. And you can take whatever variation, walking the hands back to center and towards the left foot. Straightening out that right leg. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Ooh. That looks great. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Drawing the toes in now, heels out. And see if you can bring your head a little closer to the ground. Bend your knees deeply and see, just allowing the head to get as close to the ground as possible. Walking the hands in line with the feet. Breathe. Exhale, release, walking the hands forward, coming to a flat back. Take the hands to the hips, pressing into the feet, and come back to standing. We're going to draw the heels in, toes out. Bending the knees, shoulders in line with hips. Taking the hands to the knees, inhale, draw the right shoulder to the center. Exhale, release back, shoulders over hips. Inhale, left shoulder to center. Exhale, back. Once again, right shoulder to center. Exhale, back, draw those shoulders back. Exhale, left shoulder to center. Whew. Exhale, back. Lovely. So keeping the shoulders in line with the hips. Inhale, right heel comes off the mat. Come onto your right tippy toe. Stretching into that right calf muscle. Exhale, release. Inhale, left heel comes off the mat. Stretching into that left calf. Lovely, ladies. This might be enough going from one to the other. If you're feeling it, taking both heels off the mat. Find your balance, find a piece on the wall to focus. You can take your hands to prayer or above your head in prayer or out to the side in a mudra. So your goddess pose. Your goddesses, gorgeous. Keep rolling out those thighs, sinking the hips. Take a little smile when your tension is crept into your face, like it has for me. Lovely. And exhale, whew, release. Okay, beginning to heel toe those feet back to hip distance, and we're going to take a few hula hoops in the hips. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Get those hip sockets nice and soft, and then making the shape of 8 over your feet. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to take our warrior one on the left foot. So for warrior one, our right foot is at a 75-degree angle, bending that left knee in line with left ankle. We're drawing that right hip forward as much as we can. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Soften the rib cage. And exhale, begin to take the arms out nice and wide. And find warrior two, just readjusting the feet. So you might need to take your right foot back to be in line with that left foot. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, left hand flips to face towards the sky and draw the left hand up and over. Right hand comes down the back of the right leg. Drop that right hand behind you. Breathe in your reverse warrior. Exhale, release left elbow to left knee and reach that right hand up and over the head. Find the line between your right fingertips down to your right little toe. Option to come deeper, taking the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Strong legs pressing into both feet, coming back to standing. Straightening out that left leg now. Inhale, reach the left fingertips forward. And we're going to take our Trikonasana, dropping the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Right hand reaches up and over. Look towards your right fingertips. You can even take hold of your left ankle. Pressing into both feet. Exhale, come back to standing. Take the arms wide. And we'll take our Trikonasana on the opposite side. So rotate that right foot. Straight legs, both legs are nice and straight. Inhale, reach your right fingertips as far forward as you can. As if someone's pulling your right hand forward. Exhale, right hand to the inside of that right ankle. Left hand reaches up. Look towards the left hand. And you can take hold of your ankle. Here, breathe. That's it, ladies. Or just exhale, coming back to standing once again. And from here, we're going to bend that right knee. We're going to windmill our arms back, down onto the mat. Rotate that left foot. You can drop your left knee and step that right foot back into your tabletop position. Sink the hips, bring the knees together and take the child's pose here. Bringing the head as close to the knees as you can. And we're going to take a little rabbit pose. So bring your head as close to the knees, curling up like a little ball. Take hold of the ankles and slowly begin to lift the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, release, coming down. Come up onto your knees and we're going to take a little camel pose. So knees hip distance, take the hands to the hips. Begin to bring your thumbs around to the sacrum of your back and slowly bring the elbows as close as you can to each other. Open the chest. And begin to drop the head. Keep drawing those elbows towards each other. Pressing the hips forward now. So this might be enough for today. Pressing the hips forward, getting strong here, opening the chest, opening the heart. Option to go further, to drop the right hand, reach the right hand forward and make a big circle with that right shoulder. And then dropping the right hand behind you. See if you can take hold. If you want to bring your knees a little higher, tuck the toes in and take hold of an ankle. Lovely, keep bringing that left elbow down if this is where you're at. And you can come back from there the exact same way as you went in and do the opposite side. So dropping that left arm, bringing the left arm forward, taking the left hand to the left ankle. Open the heart, open the chest. And if it's comfortable, eventually you're going to take the right hand and do both hands together. Taking both hands to the ankles, and if you want to go a little deeper, of course, Taking the feet down. Open the heart, open the chest, and lovely, Emily. That looks great. Relax the head, even dropping the head back. Just completely let go, surrender. Keep pressing those hips forward. And really taking your time coming out. It's all about your breath, so keep breathing. Taking your time coming back out when you've gotten a good stretch. Sink down once more, and we're going to take another bunny pose to counterbalance the stretch in the spine. So bring your chin in towards your chest, roll the head down to as close to your knees as you can with your forehead. Take hold of the ankles and lift the hips up towards the sky. So you might really feel this in your lower back. Breathing nice and deeply. Imagine that you're breathing into your lower back, expanding the rib cage here. Exhale, release, gently coming back out. We're going to walk the hands forward and we're going to take our pigeon pose from tabletop. So we're bringing the right knee to the back of the right wrist, right foot to the right side, left side of the mat. And then just stretching back that left leg. Find your pigeon, what works for you. Here, so maneuver around till you find the best pigeon to suit your body. You ladies know. And then completely surrender your upper body, walking the hands forward. And just really take a couple of big exhalations here from the mouth. Really surrender. Moving into that hip, that right hip. It's a big emotional release. Just allowing whatever emotion, feeling is moving through you to be. And completely accepting this present moment as you find yourself in it. Two more breaths here. And gently begin to walk the hands back. Open the heart, open the chest. Taking a little back bend. Look up towards the sky. Option to bend that left knee. And see if you can take hold of the inside of that left ankle. Excellent, Emer, good girl. That's great. So you're stretching into that left quad. Very good stretch there. And of course, honoring your body if there's any shaking or it's too much. Just coming out. Exhale. Release. Spreading the fingers wide, good foundation with the hands. Press into those hands and bring yourself back to your tabletop position. Give your hips a little wiggle. Opposite side. So bringing that left knee in towards the chest, left knee drops in front of that left wrist, left foot towards the right side of the mat. Straightening that back leg. Try to keep the back leg as straight as you can. And of course, if you need a cushion or a block, some kind of support for that left, underneath the left hip, please get one. And just completely let go, surrender. Keep going inwards. Being with yourself in this moment. supporting yourself physically and mentally. The most important words you will ever say are the ones you speak to yourself. You talk to yourself like your own best friend. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, release. Slowly begin to walk those hands back. And once again, open the heart, open the chest, look up towards the sky, taking a little back bend. Option to bend that right knee. Take hold of that right ankle from the inside. And again, honoring your body at different times of the month. You'll be more flexible than at others. So every day is different within the body. The seasons, the climate, temperature, everything affects your flexibility, etc., diet, etc. So it's always going to be changing. Just working with what you've got today. Being kind. Dropping that right foot now. And we're just going to drop the left hip, slowly bring the right knee around to meet the left knee. We're going to find our fire log pose. So bringing the shins parallel, taking the right foot on top of the left knee, flexing both ankles. And don't worry how high that right knee is. Try to keep your sit bones flat and just walking the hands forward. In time, that right knee will come down. Bring your chin towards your chest and take a few breaths here. Lovely. Exhale, release, walking those hands back. Taking the right knee now over the left knee. So bringing both feet around behind you. So again, don't worry how far it goes, but we're aiming to get that our knees stacking on top of each other. Go a little deeper. And then once again, walking the hands forward, folding forward. Just taking 2 deep breaths here. We're not going to stay too long. Lovely. Exhale, release. That's great. Okay, so just switching legs, taking the left leg. So first of all, taking the right foot at a parallel line on your mat, and left foot places on top of right knee, left foot on right knee. Don't worry if your knee's right up here, it doesn't matter. We're aiming to get that left knee down a little bit, but don't worry if it's sticking up. That's great. And then just keeping the hips down, just walking the hands forward and just melting as fully as you can here. Bring the chin in towards the chest, taking 2 deep breaths. Exhale, release, walking the hands back and taking that left foot further over. So stacking left knee over right knee. There you go. Left knee over right knee, lovely. Walking the hands forward. Just bowing down, take a couple of deep breaths. Or just exhale, release, walking the hands back. Unravel the legs, extend the legs out nice and long, And we're just going to take our final forward fold, flexing the ankles, hands facing up. So there's no pushing or forcing at all here. We're just bringing the chin towards the chest, just bowing the head, and just allowing the weight of your head to bring you down. Keep a little bend in the knees. Exhale, release, coming back to seated. And slowly begin to roll down on your mat. We're going to take a twist. So bring the knees in towards your chest. Option to cross the legs over each other. Hands face up and slowly drawing your knees to the left side. Look towards your right hand. Soften the right shoulder. Taking 3 deep breaths in your twist. Exhale, release, engage in the obliques, draw the knees in towards the chest, across the body with nice control. Activating your core and draw the knees to the right, look towards your left hand. Surrender into your twist, taking 3 deep breaths. Engaging the obliques once again, bring the knees in and back across the body. And just holding onto the knees, gently rock from side to side, massage out your lower back once again. We'll take hold of the outside of the feet, come into your baby pose. Rocking backward and forward on the spine in this direction. And just have a little play here like a baby, which it is baby pose. If there's anything else that your body needs today, option to take your shoulder stand. Take a final stretch of the legs. Or a full body stretch before coming into our Shavasana. Oh, and we're going a little over time. So come right down into the Shavasana. Take the feet out as wide as the mat. And just begin to wobble your legs like jelly. Wobble your whole body like jelly, in fact. Hands face up towards the sky. Gently rocking the head from side to side. Oh, release the lips. And allow the back of the skull to get really heavy on your mat. And just lie, find stillness, and begin to surrender your practice, letting go, releasing any tension that the body is holding onto. Begin to soften the scalp all over your head. Relax the head towards the core of the earth. Allow it to get really heavy. Soften your forehead, your brow. Allow the eyes to fall back into their sockets. Relax your temples, your cheeks. Unlock your jaw. Allow your face to surrender, to be softened through all the facial muscles. Soften your chin towards your chest, stretching into the back of the neck. And as you swallow, allow your throat to expand. Relax your shoulders down through the elbows, wrists, fingertips. Soften your upper back, lumbar spine, coccyx. Melt your heart across your collarbone, your chest. Let your belly go. Relax your pelvis, your hips, your glutes. And allow your legs to get really heavy. Surrendering all the way down to the tips of your toes. As you breathe, bring that beautiful ease and calmness through your body. And as you exhale, release, surrender anything that's no longer serving you. Let it go. Fully accepting this present moment. Going quiet, going deeper into the darkness. Embracing this hibernating time so that we can manifest whatever we want for the springtime. This is our time to go to sleep for the winter and hibernate a little bit before the festive season begins. Deepening your breath now, begin to awaken the body internally. Slowly begin to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. And begin to roll over and just curl up like a baby for a moment. Honoring your inner child. And for a moment, just nourishing her, maybe listening to what it is that you need to fill up your cup so that you can overflow to be the best version of yourself. What do you need to give yourself? And perhaps setting a little intention to move towards making that happen this week, perhaps. Using your outer hand, gently push yourself into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. And we'll just close our class with one arm. Inhale, prepare for Om. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead and that you get lots of rest and you're all looking after yourselves and you're nice and healthy and good. Great to see you ladies on screen. Thank you so much for joining.